We're getting all of the words in all of the blurbs for a particular genre, for the top 100, and we're counting them all up. And a word cloud, which I think probably a lot of people have seen in other contexts, makes the most common words large. So this is a way of making it obvious what the dominant elements are, whether they're nouns or adjectives or whatever, in a series of blurbs. And if you study these over time, you see some really interesting differences. Often you will find, for instance, in historical fiction, you'll see a lot of words about people's station, words like duke and earl and inheritance and so forth. Obviously, in a mystery book, you'll see a lot more words about things that have happened. So crime is a really obvious one, but also you'll find race or run, or so a lot of verbs in a way. This isn't, again, to say that you have to use any of those things, but it's a really quick 30-second way of saying, okay, here are the things that people talk about most commonly in this genre. So maybe I should think about, this is what readers are primed for. Maybe that's the way to think about it, is readers are primed for hearing these kinds of words because these are the words that they hear every day when they go to pick up a book. So I need to think about my blurb in relation to those words.
A while ago, I'd gone through the exercise of copying the text of my 5 and 4-star reviews on Amazon into a
Yep.
tool that produced a word cloud. And I think that one of the revelations I had was that I write supernatural suspense, and many of the
Yep.
reviews used the word haunted, and I didn't have haunted anywhere in my blurb. So I ended up tweaking
Interesting.
my blurb to try to more closely match what the happy readers were
Yeah.
saying in their reviews.
Yeah, okay. So that clearly is a story element. And I use the term story element quite generally because it could mean themes or tropes or all kinds of things. But that's a story element that is resonating a lot with your readers. And that's a way that they are describing things. And often I'm really aware of the fact that sometimes the way that we see our books as authors and as creators is not the way that readers see them at all. And that's okay. Neither of these things is more important than the other, but it's really helpful to interact with readers and to see what they do and don't like and what resonates with them and what. Obviously, as an author, you have to be a bit careful about that because there's always going to be people for whom your book just really doesn't work, and no one likes getting 1 and 2-star reviews. It's lousy. But you also have to understand if there's something valuable there, you also have to understand it. But your book isn't going to be for everybody, and that's okay. But understanding what really works for your readership and doubling down on it, that's a very satisfying and a very productive thing to do, I think.